Hey, everybody, welcome back to another Motivation Monday podcast for Monday, January 14th, 2019. Hope you had a great weekend and hope you're ready to get the week started. Hey, a really quick announcement before we get into it. We're trying something new this year. We want to feature you on the Motivation Monday podcast. What we would like you to do is call in. Leave us a voicemail with a question or comment. Could be about practicing, could be about a very, very specific topic, could be about the music industry, could really be about anything that we talk about here on the show. And we want to feature you on the show. We want to play your question and then we want to answer it. So if you would like to call in and be featured on the show, the number is 913-303-8780. Call in, leave a voicemail, and we will answer your question live on air. Again, that's 913-303-8780. Leave a voicemail with your question to be featured on the podcast. Okay, so today's episode is a little bit of a follow-up to last week. Last week we talked about doing something that scares you, and one of those things was booking your first gig. So this week, I want to make it a little bit easier for you to actually book your first gig, give you some of the things that most venues are looking for, and get your emails and phone calls taken seriously so that you have a much better shot at approaching a venue you've never played at before and actually getting on their schedule. So the very first thing that you are going to need is a good email template. So the first thing you need to realize when you're booking a gig is that these venues are getting tons of emails from people just like you. So you need a really, really good introductory email that is short, to the point, and somebody can read very, very quickly and decide whether they should take you seriously or not. So the first thing you want to do is introduce yourself. Give a little one-sentence background on who you are, what instrument you play. And I always like to let them know that I've actually been to the venue before and that I really enjoyed myself. It sort of differentiates you from somebody who's not familiar with the area, not familiar with the venue. So that would be a good way to start the email. Then you need to get right into the content. Don't include your bio and a long-winded description of what you do, the type of music that you play. Instead, show them all of these things. So one thing that you're going to need to have in place before you book a gig is maybe some video or audio of yourself actually playing. This is all that a booking agent cares about. Can you actually play your instrument? Are you presentable? Are you going to be able to come in there and act like and play like a professional? So you're going to need to have something on YouTube. You're going to need some kind of presence that shows off some of your skills. And this is what I do. Maybe a very, very short paragraph at the beginning. Again, introducing yourself, letting them know what instrument you play, talking about the venue, how you really enjoy it there, and that's how you decided that you would like to play a gig there. And then I get right into some links of videos of myself playing, and then a link to my website if they'd like to know more about me. This allows the person that I'm emailing to very, very quickly check out my music and if it's going to be a good fit for their venue. And it also allows them to go a little bit deeper if they have the time and they're interested enough to do a little bit more research on me. So you're giving them the option. They can quickly view your music and yourself, or they can spend a little bit more time going in depth on you. Now, one really important thing to remember is that the way you present yourself in these links that you're sending them is all they're going to know about you. If you don't know the person that you're emailing, this is their first introduction to you. So I would definitely invest some time in getting some really good video and audio of yourself playing, because they're not going to know anything else. So if the video is really blurry, footage shot from a 2009 cell phone with bad audio and everybody in the video is looking super shabby, they're not going to give you a gig. Definitely not. So you need to invest a little bit of time and maybe a little bit of money into your promotional materials so that you have a good online presence to send to these people. So that should be your initial communication with a venue that you would like to play at. Now, the second thing that's really important is that you should not be afraid to follow up. In fact, some of these people that own these clubs and do the bookings, they won't even email you back until they hear from you a second time. That shows that you really want a gig there. So you should also have a follow-up email in your arsenal, or you could even call the venue so that they can put, a voice to a name. These people are looking for musical entrepreneurs that are hungry to get gigs. And by doing this, you show that you're really, really serious. You're probably going to do a much better job of promoting your show and that you are a true professional. Don't just throw your hands up and say, oh, you know what? I never heard back from this venue. They must not want me there. There's a lot of people that have a screening policy that says they never get back to people on the first communication attempt. In fact, I heard an interview with Spike Wilner, who runs Smalls Jazz Club in New York City, and he said if people are hungry enough, he will give them a gig. Once they bug him enough, it shows that they are very, very serious about wanting to play at his club, and that's all he's looking for. He's looking for people that are hungry to get in there and bring an audience in and play their music for people. So do not be afraid to follow up. That is very, very, very important, and maybe the difference between you getting no gigs at all and actually landing that gig that you want. Remember that you're the only person that's going to advocate for yourself in this world. You have to be able to self-promote a little bit. It might seem like you're really tooting your own horn, but remember, nobody else is going to do it for you. That responsibility falls on you. So don't be afraid to do it. Of course, you don't want to come across as cocky. I'm the greatest musician that you've ever heard in your life. Not that kind of stuff. But you have to be able to push for yourself or you're not going to get what you want out of the deal. Okay? So hopefully that is a little bit of an education on how to get maybe your first gig ever, or maybe you're somebody that has tried to get gigs in the past and you just haven't done the follow-up, or you don't have very good promotional material. Make sure that you do all this. Are you somebody that plays a lot of gigs? Do you have anything that you can add to this discussion? Shoot me an email or leave me a message on Facebook and let me know if this is something that maybe you can improve upon for me. And let me know the things that have been successful for you in the past. So hopefully this leads you to your first gig in 2019. I wish the best for all of you, and I hope that you get out there and start playing. All right, we'll see you on Friday with a regular episode. Talk to you soon. Have a great week, everybody. Don't forget to call into the hotline and leave your question, 913-303-8780. Leave us a voicemail, and we will feature you on the show in the coming weeks. All right, have a good one, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.